are Bad Allison, and you are surviving Rocklahoma.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Surviving Rocklahoma. So glad to have you with us. How's everybody doing? I am your favorite cyborg with the locks that rocks, Adam Richmond. And this is Surviving Rocklahoma, your official podcast of Rocklahoma, ROK The River, and a growing source of all things local music scene. So glad to have everybody. Let me know how we are doing. Hopefully everything is coming through clear. Everybody can hear me well. Thank you. I see some folks admiring the threads. You know, some of my good friends gave this thing to me a couple of weeks ago, and it means so much to me. I am so glad to drape myself in all of this love that was thrown my way a few weeks ago at my benefit. And speaking of it, we are going to give you a look-see at some of the images that was caught through the lens of my good friend Angel Lee of Photography by Angel Lee. Also, I'm going to give you some musical treats. One from a Grammy nominated artist, Allison. You also might remember her from playing the DEB concert stage at Rocklahoma last year. We sat down with her and a couple of members from the band and had an amazing conversation, and we're going to bring that to you tonight. We're also going to give you a taste of a band that is just all over the calendar this month. Steel Knocked is going to be fun, giving us some tunes here a little bit later. Also, we're going to be dipping into the ROK Box, give you all a taste of a band I have yet to experience before. They're a bit heavy, but I love them, and we're going to show you a little bit from the band Vide. Going into the comments real quick, let's see what we've got going on. I see Jason Polk from ROK-A-Vet is in the comments. There's Christian here for a minute, enjoying time with the kids at a basketball game, but I got to show love to my rock family. Thank you, buddy. What's up? Christy Gross is in the comments, as is Joey Fairchild and Mr. and Mrs. Wadsworth. What is up to Camp Black Pearl? I see the drummer from the Outlaw Devils has joined us on YouTube. So glad to have everyone. I see Stigler Printing is being represented in the comments as well. All right, I tell you what, folks, I'm getting a bit parched, but before we can crack open a cold one, let's go ahead and talk about the sponsors for a little bit. First up, of course, is DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do with your life? I want to rock! And Rocky will be doing here in a couple of weeks at the Vanguard when he brings Lita Ford and Last in Line in Doug's first ever show at the Vanguard. I can't wait to see that one. We're going to be there at the event, of course, and hope to see a great showing from our rock family. Also, Doug, I believe, is still accepting submissions for his stage at Rocklahoma. Remember, folks, this is the only way I know of that you can have a chance to play a Rocklahoma stage is to send it to DEB Concerts at cox.net. Once again, that is DEB Concerts at cox.net. Now, remember, guys, include the EPK. A good high-quality recording. Video is always great so he can see what might be putting on a stage. But there's only 8 or 9 coveted spots. So send your best and do not take it personal if you are not selected, because you really are. I mean, he's got over 200 submissions and he's only got like 9 spots. So make sure you get your good stuff and to that email. That's the only way, guys. Now, if you email Surviving Rocklahoma, all that is to play on the podcast. I am the official podcast of Rocklahoma. However, I have nothing to do with playing their stage. So please remember that anytime you send me anything. Also, folks, speaking of Rocklahoma, we're going to want to give a shout out to another one of their partners, and a proud sponsor of Surviving Rocklahoma. I'm talking about At Your Service Rentals, the only place I know of that you can get a porta potty for a music festival at Rocklahoma. Not to mention, it's a little country sister Born and Raised Music Festival. Not only can you get a porta potty for your campsite, you can also get a swimming pool, and you get to keep the pool. Amazing. And we have been known to give away some packages in the month or two leading up to Rocklahoma. So make sure that you stay tuned to Surviving Rocklahoma. And now, if you've got something outside of Rocklahoma or Born and Raised, maybe you got something of your own going on, an event or a construction project, or whatever reason you might need rental facilities, check out AYS Rentals. They've got sanitation stations, porta potty, shower houses, fencing. I can't list all of the things they've got available. Once again, that's AYS Rentals. And don't forget to watch out for their reservation application, whatever you want to call it, through their Facebook page when that goes live in a couple of months after that announcement of the Rocklahoma lineup, because you want to make sure that you reserve that portable pot, that porta pooper, because you don't want to be caught out in the middle of the night drunk, just needing to use the bathroom, but the line's too long, like that guy. Hey, buddy, what are you doing over there?
Dinner was full.
Yeah, I didn't call At Your Service Rentals. Also want to give a shout out to ROK-A-Vet, who is funding this week's, we've been working with these guys for several years, and they've been expanding. We've given over 60 passes to Rocklahoma and Born and Raised, and we've got another couple of things working, or in the works, rather. Excuse me. Got to get my card so I can make sure I don't mess anything up. Now, we are going to be doing a giveaway in May to ROK The River. Now, this one is going to be for veterans and active servicemen and women. Those of you who put your lives on the line out there to protect and serve us here, us civilians. So we love to work with ROK-A-Vet as they give that music the medicine that is music, which we will be doing for ROK The River in May. And the way to qualify is collect these code words. Like tonight's code word is unity. That's right. Unity is the code word from ROK-A-Vet. Now, what you're going to do with this, you're going to save that. Keep that to yourself. And you're going to check back to other episodes if you don't have previous week's code words. And in May, you're going to use those. And the more code words you have saved up, the better your chance of winning passes to ROK The River, courtesy of ROK-A-Vet. Once again, the code word is Unity. Keep that in mind, all of you vets and servicemen. Now, for those of you who aren't veterans and servicemen, feel free to tag them in the comments so that they know how they can get a chance to win tickets to ROK The River. We have more in store for ROK The River, ROK-A-Vet says in the comments. Alrighty, the drawing is going to be in May, folks, so be sure you save those up. Also want to give a shout out to the Rocklahoma bitches, who are always bringing amazing time. Anywhere you see Christy and Kendra out and about at a local or a music event near you, you know the party is coming, and make sure that you keep an eye out for that much coveted swag. They love to just throw that stuff out there and give folks a chance to win and represent the Rocklahoma bitches, a staple of the Rocklahoma community and campgrounds. Also want to give a lot of love to the Big Old Bus, bringing a big old bus full of debauchery to a music festival near you. These guys just metamorphosized and genicized out of the campgrounds. You can't miss them at Rocklahoma anytime you walk between the GA and the VIP and by those shower areas. You've seen the crowds. You've seen the rampant stuff that we can't show here and keep the show PG-13. But that's an amazing time, and there you are, always keep looking out for the safety of the community and the folks that gather anytime the Big Old Bus goes. And even at ROK the Equinox, they debuted some more family-friendly type activities as well for the daytime. So it was an amazing time at ROK the Equinox this last year. So a lot of love to these folks. Remember, folks, if you would like to sponsor the show, shoot me an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com, and we would love to work with your brand or promotion or festival or whatever it is that you've got going on. We've got a big project coming up that we're going to be talking about, which would be a perfect opportunity for a business near you, and especially you local businesses. I love to shop local, support local. This podcast is about loud, local, and live. So local businesses, get at me. So with that being said, folks, it is about time to go ahead and crack open a cold one. Hopefully you have got your refreshments ready. This week, we will be trying something a little different, as we have in the last couple of weeks, as this week's toast is brought to you by Pryor Liquors, Wines and Spirits. He sent me a box full of beverages to try because I'm an adventurous eater and drinker, so I like to try new things. Now, February is the unofficial month of IPAs here at Surviving Rocklahoma, and this one comes from Golden Road Brewing. This is Ride On. I thought it would be so perfect for this episode, especially since we are going to be announcing the destination for this year's road trip 2024. So this IPA from Golden Road Brewing Company, Ride On, we're about to break 7.5%. That's going to be a good one. So on behalf of Surviving Rocklahoma and Pryor Liquors, folks, raise them if you got them. Cheers. Ooh, I could ride on that one for a while.
Giggity.
No, not really. Okay, so let's move on. Man, that is really good. Thanks, Monty. A lot of love to Monty and crew at Pryor Liquors. Don't forget, last year they had a mural with the surviving Rocklahoma for both Rocklahoma and Born and Raised. So we'll see what kind of artwork they've got going on this year. Love me some Pryor Liquors. Alrighty. So that was the brew of the week, folks. Thank you so much once again for joining us here at Surviving Rocklahoma. Before we go any further into the show, I want to check into the comments real quick. I see Ryan Stevens says, just FYI, Temple Live in Fort Smith is having Tracy Bird this Friday and next Friday with Saint Asonia and Blackstone Cherry. Oh my gosh, I love Blackstone Cherry. What's up, Heather West? See her in the comments as well as Cassandra Martin, another friend from YouTube, Brian. Let's keep the politics out, please. Thank you. We don't need the politics. This is not the night or time or place for politics. This is for rock music. And a lot of love and positive vibes. So with that being said, did anybody watch the Grammys? I wish I could say that I did, but I saw Jelly Roll did very well in the Grammys, and let me see who all was actually carried home in some titles. Let's see here. Oh, that's the chat. We're going to leave you on there. And all right. So it looks like an alternative music album at the Grammys was Boy Genius, who beat out PJ Harvey, Gorillaz, Arctic Monkeys, and Lana Del Rey with the record. Metal Performance of the Year rightfully went to Metallica for 72 Seasons. They beat out Disturbed, Spirit Box, Ghost, and Slipknot. Rock Album of the Year went to Paramore, who beat out Metallica, Queens of the Stone Age, Foo Fighters, and Greta Van Fleet. Rock Song of the Year, Not Strong Enough. I've never heard this one. I mean, by Phoebe Bridgers, Julian Baker, Lucy Dacus. They beat out Dave Grohl, a compilation from Mick Jagger's and Keith Andrew, and looks like Josh Homme and Olivia Rodrigo. Man, Grammys. Now, not only did they pass up on a few amazing ones right there, they passed up on somebody we met a couple of years ago, and I am so blessed to know our good friend Allison, and I was over the moon to see them nominated for a Grammy this year, and they were nominated for Social Justice Award, the Grammy for Social Justice, I believe it was. And you know what? I tell you what, now before even the nominations came out, last year they played on the DEB concert stage inside the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma 2023. And we sat down after their performance to get some thoughts from them after a hot, sweaty day in Pryor, Oklahoma. Here's that interview. I'm Adam Richmond, your host with the Locks That Rocks, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma, and I am joined by some folks that lit up the stage over inside the Roadhouse on the DEB concert stage. I'm talking about Allison. What's up, y'all?
Hey, Adam.
I am so glad to see you guys this week. We hung out so much last year as you guys were in passing. I'm glad to see you guys on a stage. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience this year?
Fucking phenomenal.
It was amazing. I loved it.
Or
It was a blast.
phenomenon. Do. Oh, it was awesome. We love Rocklahoma. I mean, the people, the fans, the crowd. There is no festival like this. Seriously.
And the crew was just amazing.
And the crew.
They made everything.
The crew.
We just got to walk up like rock stars.
And the sound engineers fucking rock.
Insane.
On that stage. Yeah.
You're not the first person that I heard mention that. So huge shout out to Kelly Inslee and a shout out to all of the sound engineers over there.
Oh,
You guys
big
rock.
time.
Thank you so
They
much.
Fucking rocked it. Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. So tell me a little bit. Last year, I see them behind you. You were traveling around with Even in Death. So I get to see you all this year. So tell me a little bit about yourselves as a music group.
Gotcha. Well, we are Bad Allison. We are a three-piece. I made up the term bohemian punk because I didn't know how to describe our sound because it's like 70s style punk, original punk. But then we've got rock, we've got metal, we've got different genres of punk kind of all like peppered in there. So I just made up the term and
It's not set in stone. It's just like whatever we feel like playing, that's what we play. Whatever sound hits us and we like it,
Yes.
we go with it.
Yes.
So how long have you been been musicians professionally?
So 2019, I decided to start this band. That's also when I decided to start learning bass. So it started just a few years ago, and I started writing. This was my all-girl punk band,
Right.
and originally I had a female drummer. It was just me and her, and couldn't get a guitarist. I had a hard time finding a guitarist. So we had a gig. We were writing. We had bass parts. We had the vocals. We had the drums. We needed a guitarist. And so I stole him from Even in Death. I said, hey, can we borrow you? And
Why not?
so we got a gig in a week.
Wow.
This is how our
a
songs
week.
go. And what did you ask?
Yeah, what are the songs? Let me know what they are so I can play them. And they go, well, whatever you write. I was like, oh, shit, really? When's the show? Next week. All right, let's get busy.
So he had seven days to write 7 guitar parts and for it to go within the storyline of each song.
Oh my God.
And he said, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Let's do it.
Child's play.
Not even. I was shitting bricks. I was like, I'm gonna do this, make it sound good. Oh my God.
So this guy, okay, so that's how he joined the band. And then our drummer had just a really terrible pregnancy and she couldn't get around. And it was really hard because we still had gigs and things coming up. So we asked our buddy Grant, hey, can you fill in? Grant, who actually was at our very first gig.
I was playing drums with a different band. And so it's strange that I have, like, at the time, I was like, yeah, I've played at every Bad Allison show.
You have. Yeah.
Even when I wasn't in the band.
No, and no one can ever take that from you.
That's it,
That's
baby.
right.
That's right. I was there at the beginning.
I love it. I didn't even think about it that way.
So true. So because he learned really quickly. I challenged these guys to write a song, which is a song that we opened up the set with, which is called Wake Up. So I challenged them. It was a song for a TV show. I said, we've got a week to write this song. And they said, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
So we literally, that's the fastest song we've written together as a unit, like the three of us.
It was easy. That one was easy.
That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. And that is the song you want on your playlist because Monday when you're hurting, you're going to want to listen to this because it's like, wake up, get up, go get gone. Like, you know what I mean? It's, yeah.
Tell me a little bit, what makes you, do you have a target whenever you write these? Do you have a concept in mind or do you just like riff and see what flies?
It's okay. It's like a melody. I'll have a melody. I'll have a bass line. I'll have something. And sometimes they wake me up at night, literally, and I can't sleep. So that's how some of the songs come. And if I don't get it out, I won't be able to sleep. And then I'm like, hey guys, I got an idea for a song. Or sometimes I'll have like, okay, wait, Stupid Love Song. So Stupid Love Song came, that's our new single that'll be coming out. We're actually recording it on Saturday. We played it here at Rocklahoma. You got to see it first. Yeah. So that we're going to the studio to write that. But that one, okay, so my husband, who is the bass player for Even in Death, kept telling me, hey, you should consider throwing a pop punk song in your mix. And I was like, all right, I'll think about that. And then we never did for this first album. And he was getting ready one day. We're like going to go out on a Saturday. And I had the dogs and I had this song idea. And I started playing the bass, my acoustic bass. And I was like, I didn't want to write a stupid love song. And that actually became the song. And then I said, hey guys, I have an idea. It's stupid, actually a stupid love song.
I was like, I love it. Let's do it.
And a lot of the song ideas, at least since I've joined the band, like a lot of them on that first record, which you don't have on you. Where is it?
I think it's back there.
All right. Well, we'll get it. But
Cue the CD.
a lot of the songs on the first record.
I forgot to bring it. Thank you.
Yeah, there it is. That one. They were, written before I came along. And so, we recorded them, we played them and everything, but there's a couple of them on there, including the upcoming Stupid Love Song, that I've had a lot of enjoyment with, because when they say, hey, here's this song, here's how it sounds, for me, what I'm trying to do in my head is make it as rhythmically interesting, fun, just palatable, as it can be without sounding dull and boring.
Hey, I know that feeling. Cheers to trying to be palatable. I mean, that's I can't guarantee you're going to love this show, but man, I'm going to be palatable if nothing else.
You gotta make a shirt that says that.
Right?
You're going to enjoy every taste? Is that what you're trying to say? No.
That's it. I mean, you read between the lines.
That's what she said. So, let me ask you guys, what's next for y'all?
Album number 2 actually is coming out. So we just released Battle Scars in July, and we're working on album number 2 right now. First song is going to be recorded on Saturday. So right now we're writing and working. Actually, yeah, we've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot at the same time. The guys thought they were going to get a week off, and I said, well,
Football
we have
season
studio
started. I was ready to get
time.
the grill out. Let's go.
You thought so.
I know.
Did you make them file their TPS reports? And we're going to need you to come in on Saturday. You got to lay down that track. So let me tell. You said you're touring. So what's some sites that you're looking forward to seeing coming up?
What's some sites you're looking forward to
You
seeing?
said you're touring. What's some of the sites that you're looking forward to seeing in the road ahead?
Oh, well, right now, okay, so this is the end of that at the moment.
But
And
the
then we've
cool
got
ones that
some
we've
more
seen-
city in Texas that we're
The cool
doing.
ones that we've seen so far, one of the most, in us, I think, is New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans
Like,
is fun.
every
New Orleans,
time
last
we go
weekend.
there, it's awesome. Like, every time I go there, I'm like, I want to live here.
Oh my
I want
gosh.
to.
Yeah, we just got back from playing a showcase in New Orleans. We had 2 nights out there. It was phenomenal. That's my
Wow.
new word, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying that so much, but yeah. But it was so good. Like, we saw a sign that said, you don't live in New Orleans. New Orleans lives in you.
It's
If
the
you've
only
ever
ci-
been.
you can live in a city, but New Orleans is the only city that lives in you.
That's
something
what it
like
was.
that.
Yeah. And we were like, yes.
Oh
I
my
don't remember. I was
gosh.
drinking.
You're
We
speaking
just
my
gave him
language.
frozen Irish coffee. He's fine.
I'm about as Irish as my coffee. Well, I love that. We've been doing a campsite here at Rocklahoma for several years called Camp Mardi Gras. We absolutely love New Orleans and everything about it. Yes, and those beads. So, I know you all are super busy. I like to wrap up every interview by letting my guests address the audience, the folks that see you, the folks that you're singing to. Folks, the stage is yours.
Actually, so all of our songs, I mean, hey, they tackle real life things, domestic abuse, issues in the world. We cover a lot, and sometimes even in something that sounds light, it actually isn't. Like, yeah, there's actually one song I try not to cry on, but it's a rock song, so you can't cry in rock, right? So no, but it's got a lot of like power and emotion to it. And if you follow us on social media, we are taking song ideas. So if there's something or a story, let us know, because we are writing right now. We've got some good stuff coming out.
Bad
and
drivers.
Oh, that's a fun song. That's
People
going to
that
be
park
coming
like shit.
soon. We're working on that one. Yeah.
Dumbass politics. Shit you're tired of hearing about. Now, but you mentioned my beads. This is the first time I ever got any beads, and I got it right here in Rocklahoma.
And he left
From
his shirt on, I think.
yeah,
I was
From an
about
audience
to
member.
say, did you earn them?
Yeah, because I come off stage, I ran down in front of the crowd and
I love
participants,
it.
and the guy just like the girl just
Yeah.
I was jamming, turn it up, and like, heck, man, good moment, let's go. So that was cool. I love the crowd here. I love the people. It was awesome. It's very.
Well, we love you guys, and we appreciate y'all playing the stage. Appreciate y'all sitting down with me for a couple of minutes and making time for me.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah.
I appreciate you. And once again, folks, Bat Allison, and you have been listening to the official podcast of Rocklahoma. I am your host with the Locks That Rocks, Adam Richmond. Until next time, rock on.
Yay. I love that, the Locks That Rocks.
Thank
That
you.
is like the coolest, right?
And that was Bat Allison. They were so down to earth, fun loving group of individuals. I am so happy that I got to sit down with them. They put on an amazing set at Rocklahoma 2023, and who would have thought just a few months later they would be nominated for a Grammy for Best Song About Social Change. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bat Allison with Love Hate.
Make a change. Change your view. It's up to you. To love, hope, faith. Change your view. Change your view. It's up to you.
And that was the Grammy nominated song Love Hate by Allison. And I was so glad to sit down with them, and they were so fun to interview. And speaking of, you might have seen there in the photographer walking around. Sorry, wrong button. Here is what I was going to show you. There we go. Photography by Angel Lee joined me this past year at Rocklahoma 2023. She was also on hand to capture as Allison signed a couple of guitars that we ended up giving away later on in the festival. Congratulations to the winners of the 2023 Campground Scavenger Hunt. Oh my gosh, they were so much fun. And they put on an amazing concert. Once again, these images brought to you by Photography by Angel Lee. Check her out on Facebook. She's got all of these and many more, including some photos that just dropped this past week. Super easy. Just go to her Facebook page, click on photos. If you click by albums, it organizes everything for you. We've been talking about it the last couple of weeks as the benefit for that was thrown for me at the shrine. Once again, thank you so much, Tyler in India, and everyone who contributed to that shindig at the shrine. It was an amazing time, and some amazing images we see. Me and the trippy vet, he was in the comments earlier, as well as, excuse me, I've got some stuff popping up there. And, oh my gosh, it was an amazing time. Where was I? I got sidetracked by the instant messages. Sabretooth, of course, brings it down every freaking time. Hey, Mr. Fireball, I saw you in the comments. Check that out. Love that. One of my favorite images from the night. Also, Shelter in Place put on an amazing performance. I know I throw that word out a lot, but I mean it, guys. And they've got some new tracks that we have featured lately on the show. Let's not forget Infall, who also put on a stellar performance. Sparrow is one of my favorite songbirds in the area. She just warms my soul every time she dusts off the pipes and takes stage. Also, Harakiri. Amazing, heavy band. Wow. Thank you so much, Angel from Photography by Angel Lee, for these photos, as well as all of your work in our adventures past. And coming up shortly, we are going to announce where Angel and I will be going this year for our road trip 2024. But before we do, I want to give you all a taste of a band that is going to be all over the place this month. And they played ROK The River 2023, and they're on the lineup again, as well as coming up here in a couple of weeks at India's birthday bash. R.I.P. to my youth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Still Not. All right. Well, apparently that messed up. So instead of Still Not, we are instead going to go with some Rid Them All, who we can be will be playing the 23rd at the Vanguard. Ladies and gentlemen, Rid Them All.
your lives. Nothing left, your soul is a corpse running deep from inside. I will regret the task laid in front of me. Torment, retribution. Not a single word will you speak. Silence, substitution. Silence of the weak. Leave the bodies where they lie. Yeah. Leave the bodies where they lie. Yeah. Sick of your entrapment, locked up from within. Sleeping from your mind, cracking bones pushed through skin. No more second chances, no love left to give. Close your eyes, take a deep breath and hope your God lets you live. I will regret the task laid in front of me. Turn back, retribution. Not a single word will you speak. Silent substitution. Silence of the weak. Leave the bodies where they lie. Yeah. Leave the bodies where they lie. Yeah. Go. I will regret the task laid in front of me. Turn back, retribution. Not a single word will you speak. Silent substitution. Silence of the weak. Leave the bodies where they lie. Yeah. Leave the bodies where they lie. Yeah. Where they lie. Where they lie. Where they lie. Where they lie.
And that was Rid Them All with Leave the Bodies Where They Lie. Amazing submission to the ROK Box. I always love me some Rid Them All. You can catch them on the 23rd at the Vanguard. They're going to be playing with Locust Grove, Tratura, Every Bridge Must Burn, and Shelter in Place. Oh, I love that band. So can't wait to see more from them. Now, speaking of seeing more bands and more from the bands we love, a lineup was dropped here a couple of months ago that had just about every band on my bucket list that I want to see. And you know what? I haven't taken a trip this year. Or, last year I was spoiled. We went to Florida We went to Key West for Rock Island. Angel and I made a great impression, and we just proved to ourselves that covering these festivals is just something that we want to continue to do. And we've had such great support from all of you folks who tune in for the podcast or the live streams and join me here in the comments, all of your feedback and love and the emails, that we decided that we are going to go ahead and take another road trip. This year, we are going to make our return to Florida. However, this May, we will be attending Welcome to Rockville. And I can't wait to get there. I mean, check this out. It's going to be at Daytona International Speedway. Welcome to Rockville, May 9th through 12th, Daytona Beach, Florida. We passed it on our way down to Rock Island last year, and it was just amazing passing by Daytona International Speedway. And we said, you know what, we've got to come back. We've got to. And then this announcement dropped. Look at some of these bands. These are just the headliners. There's too many bands for me to list. Motley Crue's going to be playing, Limp Bizkit, Foo Fighters, Slipknot, Greta Van Fleet, Breaking Benjamin, Primus, Dirty Honey, who we caught. We saw them a couple of years ago at Rocklahoma. Be sure you check out the YouTube channel so that you can see the interview that I did with Dirty Honey a couple of years ago, in one of my first interviews that I ever did in the media tent. Also, we're going to have in this moment Queens of the Stone Age, Jelly Roll, Disturbed, Skillet, Theory, Evanescence, Sum 41, Cypress Hill. Oh my gosh, I'm just saying these names, I am getting just so giddy. Now, our trip this year, we will be going as fans. We were encouraged to attend, but unfortunately we weren't able to secure, like, you know, the media and photo credentials, but they wanted us to come out and check out their festival. So we decided, you know what, we're going to load up. We're going to head out in May to this festival, and we're going to give you guys a taste of another large festival across the country. Now, this is going to be an amazing opportunity for us. We're going to be exposed to new markets. We're going to be exposed to a new community, and we're going to bring you our adventures. And most of those videos will make their way to YouTube. Probably in post, I'm going to do a lot more of a blog than I did at Rock Island. We're also going to be seeing a lot of folks here in our area have also expressed interest in going to this festival, and I can't wait. Now, if you want to get your tickets, they are on sale now. You can buy your passes. Let's see. They start out, 4-day VIP, single day general admission. You can still get tickets by the day. I think it was like $300 if you get like GA weekend passes. But so excited, can't wait. Weekend 4-day general admission will set you back about $320 plus all of the service fees, which don't get us started on that one, am I right? But I can't wait. We are going to be coming up with some t-shirts that we're going to be selling to help fund our trip. We're also going to set up a Cash App link for those of you who would like to donate to our expenses as we travel almost 1,000 miles over 1,000 miles, more like 1,200 miles across the country. Once again, for a road trip 2024, and I'm so stoked. But I tell you what, folks, we are starting to run low on time, and it is time for us to go ahead and dip into the ROK Box. This one came at the end of last week, and this one is so fun. It's heavy. It's very heavy, but I want you to listen to the melody because it's just so perfectly named. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is Vide with Ham.
What you want to be?
Well, give it up for Ham by Vide. That was a long one, but it was a good one. That one was submitted to the ROK Box, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. If you would like your music featured right here on the show, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com, do me a favor, shoot me in an email. Now, that I had mentioned earlier, the band Still Knock. We're going to be bringing you them next week. Also next week, we are going to be bringing you a debut from the bastard sons of rock and fucking roll, Outlaw Devils. And we have been joined by them in the comments this whole broadcast. Huge shout out to Gary, Jerry, and gang. What is up, guys? Let's see who all else is in there. Is it a debut? I don't know. You tell me. They said they got something for me that I can't, but you know, I like to be surprised, and they're going to send me the final here in a week or two, and I just can't wait. So that's going to be next week. Going to be the Outlaw Devils, Still Knock, and who else? Question is, who's going to send me that email? survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com to have your band, your music featured right here on the podcast. And I like to wrap up every episode by saying thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing these live streams. It shows a whole lot of unity. That's right. Unity is the code word for the ROK the River passes. Veterans and active service personnel, be sure you are keeping these code words handy so that when the time comes, you can put your list of entries in May. I don't have the full details yet on how that is going to work, but definitely, if you need the previous week's code words, you're just going to have to go back and watch those shows. But till then, this week's keyword is unity. Also, folks, I wanted to remind you all, as I was saying, submit your music, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. If you're going to be playing in the area, let me know where you're going to be playing. Submit your gigs as well, EPKs and all that other great information to let me know about your band, what you all are about, what you sound like, what you hail from, what you're looking to accomplish. Also, remember to like, follow, and subscribe anywhere that you are consuming the content or you see the name Surviving Rocklahoma. Those numbers matter. We are trying to pump those numbers up. So make sure that you head on over to the YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. The YouTube channel is going to start looking a little different here in the weeks to come. We're going to keep things the same here on the broadcast, but anytime we cover something new, we're going to do a little something special for whatever project it is that we are working on. But we definitely appreciate everybody's support, and we're going to do our best to keep bringing everything to you that is loud, local, and live. Remember, folks, to support your local music scene by buying that merch, going out and seeing those musicians play and light up a stage near you. And remember, folks, it is just short 1 week away from Valentine's Day. So if you want that victory for V-Day, make sure you make the plans now. You reap now, or reap later what you sow now, if you catch my drift. Don't be caught without plans and then wonder why your Valentine's Day didn't work out the way you wanted it to. But in either case, remember, folks, stay on the positive side of life, and as always, rock on.